Welcome back. Have you or a loved one ever been caught in a room with 5 highly dangerous criminals? Well, if so, I'm glad you're still here to watch Hunter x Hunter. Although I don't believe any of the experiences that we see in this episode can be extrapolated for use in daily life. Has your candle been affected by accelerant? Trapped high up in a very breezy tower block? Well, let's just say God used his head there. Yeah, if this candle's burning brightly, just a brisk jog, and he can win. But now we are looking towards Leorio for his attempt. I think starting this part of the trial with the tower, you gotta reach the bottom within 72 hours. If it is just a case of choosing the right path, luck-based things, and then these bits with the inmates, with the convicts, where they just kind of try to hold you up. Those with a very short fuse would probably get through it quite quickly, because I don't have time for your games. So I am expecting some applicants to be breezing through this, and some inmates being let off their sentences quite a bit sooner than expected. But not for good behaviour or anything. But also the combat section of the past trial with Kurapika throwing away the weapons, not really getting any fight scene, as it were, more just handing down divine punishment. If you pretend to be Phantom Troop again, even his acting skills won't be able to save him. I mean, that severity in his eyes right there. There's no lie. He's scary. While we have the hunter examiner there just enjoying his snacks. The match isn't over, well, because there's no sufficient tap out or surrender. He's unconscious. So now we have to wait. Yeah, we have to wait. Gotta play by the rules. If you start breaking them just for your own... So much for being a doctor, eh, Leorio? It's only when it suits you. Before he even landed the blow. Well, I hope he's unconscious, hearing that scathing report of him. Ooh. I like the track going on for this conversation. How many times is it going to be played? Just be efficient, go in. Is it the same when they're, lying in the dirt, unconscious? That's right, kiddo. Tell him what to think of the team. Although I don't believe going up and just ending your turn like this is a good way of doing it. Well, rather than being it posed by the tower and the examiners. It's a public display. I think I know which way the audio is going to vote. Even if he was, doesn't mean just go out and murder nonchalantly. Just wait for him to wake up and win anyway. Well, go and force him awake then. You don't need to interfere that way by killing him when it's still Kurapika's turn. Just make sure that he's awake. I feel for him. Wanted to get this over with. Do it properly, do it fast. But what are you now? Separating them out by decisions they've made? Majority rule, which means that there's sometimes a minority. I mean, that's just Ligorio on a good day, let alone in a time when his opinions are ignored. However, I feel he's underselling Liorio's resilience, hopefully. For everyone to voice their opinions of why he's wrong. Being shown that everyone is against you. The fact that this is actually going into kind of psychology and group dynamics. I really don't think the five of you are going to fail. Oh. New room, new... by himself, he doesn't have to go through majority rule. Or maybe the others disagreed and that's why he's here alone. Oh, is he the examiner that Sokka was disqualified over? I think so. Well, let's see if he's picked up a few skills. Da-da-dun. Nice guitar. However, I feel this battle be... Ooh, got a few cuts in. This battle being a little one-sided already. The flying boomerang knives, though, is kind of interesting. Especially with the... Well, that was neat. With the ways of dodging them. This actually feels like a bit of a boss fight. All he has to do is stop the blades. I thought it was going to be a bit more head-on in stopping them, rather than catching them out of the air. You should know that something that took you half a year isn't going to be enough. Oh no. Oh, that's a nice smile. Looks like he didn't waste much time there. So the 8 is just so. Oh, we're still with him. We've plenty of time to spare. While they've been sat waiting for a fair few hours. How long does someone stay unconscious for? To check there's no internal damage or bleed on the brain. Oh, good thing there's a doctor. He hasn't moved in a while. Good thing the bridge is out so you can actually go and check. Yeah, you said. Let's make a bet. Okay. What are you going to trade off? Got anything good? It's effective, I guess. You don't have to piss about sitting around. Just how confident are they in their gamble? Okay. Oh, okay, you're putting in these arbitrary rules. This seems like something that you've done before. What to bet, how much to bet, what... will be extended? Has this been accepted by the game master beforehand? Everyone know what's going on. Trafficking endangered wildlife, violating gambling law. Violating gambling laws. You're trying to game a gamer here. What? Even though you've sat here for several hours doing nothing? What is that face? Try and hide the fact that you're enjoying this. What do you, well, he's alive and unconscious, yeah? No? Well, either way, you win in this. If he's dead, you lose the 10 hours, but you've now can move on. If he's alive, well, you've proven it. Yes. He's still thinking about it, even if he is. Well, I think that proves something. So you've gained 10 hours already. Nice. But now... Yeah... What was that? To waste time. Then they win, they get off, they don't even have to do anything for it. Just sleep in the middle of the room for 60 hours. You got to force him away, get some smelling salts out, stab him in the bottom of his feet. Whether he's really unconscious or just faking it. How much time? And how good of an actor are you? How do you pretend to be unconscious? When she was there, she left a note. Then they'd win, they'd get years off, and all he has to do is fake being unconscious on the cold, hard floor for quite a few hours. Well, there's the answer to the question. Thing is, you've got to act unconscious. There's many, many ways we can prove otherwise. Just chuck him off the edge. If he tries to stop himself from falling, he's awake. If he's unconscious, he'll just fall to his death and we'll lose some time. Sufficient! That's just how confident Leorio is in this plan. He may be a fraud, but is he willing to go this far for the team? Ah, that he isn't. I mean, if they're going to be found out anyway. They may have won this small little... Missed. Oh, that is some toe strength you've got. I guess Kurapika has won the match. It's safer in prison. Well, yeah, maybe. Oh, yeah, I suppose. He did open the eyes, have a look in. Check reaction to light and all that. A little time loss is nothing. What are they gonna... Yeah. What's the next game going to be? They're down pretty bad in the way of time. But Leorio has got what he needed. I bet he's feeling a little less upset with being ignored now that he's been able to show off a little, have his points proven. And being able to move on and keep going forward. But also now that you've got your main point, you know, the is he dead or not? Is he unconscious out of the way? What kind of things are you going to bet? How many tiles there are in the floor? I think now that they've got the 2-1 lead, things are going to be interesting with Leorio's little gamble. But I think more than just being kind of proven right, having the match be given in Kurapika's favour, being able to move on, being able to actually do something now, Leorio is just happy that he's managed to prove himself slightly. And despite them only knowing each other for a brief moment, they haven't really been acquainted all that long. The fact that they aren't just 5 complete strangers all going through this together. I think if they can come out the other side even better, even stronger, then, well, they'll do well as a little group. Maybe without Tompa. But we'll see. Whether or not the audio, or anyone else for that matter, has a bit of a gambling addiction, we should find out in the next episode. Using up all of your extra time, having 50 hours of the 60 hours left to kind of vanish. Let's hope they can run pretty fast. Got to get down quite a few stairs. Then again, Sokka completed the entire thing in 6 hours, so there's a precedent. And let's be honest, it's a way of proving whether or not someone is unconscious. Dangling them over the side of a large drop. Just how committed are they to the act? I did like that, either way, it's a win-win. If they fall and die, no. Well, we've proven it, haven't we? Could have Pico won that fight. If they don't, and it's looking as though he doesn't exactly want to fall, then we can save a little time of just sitting around while he's having a nice rest. Also being pre-med, being able to tell when they're unconscious just by having a little bit of an examination. Let me see the patient up close. Good thing that it was Leodio's turn. His certain skill set of being somewhat medical, I guess, has paid off a few times, actually. But also his just dynamic with the group being that, he's still a teenager, mind you, but the older one of the group. Being not a sense of reason, but the sense of, cynicism. God, I really like him. Mainly because his way of acting afterwards, one's not getting his way and he realises everyone is against him and his ideas. That's you then. I'm going to sit in my corner. I definitely don't relate to that in any way. But also, seeing the clown, seeing Sokka be confronted by the examiner that he had a bit of a tiff with last year, and this time actually finish their confrontation to a ruthless degree. So, okay, you thought you had a chance after a year of practice? No. But all of this and more in next week's Hunter x Hunter. Of course, we still got to go down the tower. We've still got a few more. Killua not had his turn yet either, so got to see where that leads. If you've enjoyed, let me know. Leave a like and a comment down below. Consider subscribing to the channel. Maybe even join my Discord. All in all, grab yourself a bit of rest. Maybe not 72 hours worth. And I'll see you in the next one.